Welcome to this Sage 50 US edition Anytime Learning topic. In this lesson, you will learn how to generate and print IRS Form 940 in Sage 50 Accounting. After completing this Anytime Learning topic, you will be able to generate and print Form 940 using the Payroll Tax Form Selector. Each year, around mid-December, Sage 50 releases a Payroll Solutions update for the upcoming payroll year. In addition to providing new federal, state, and some local tax formulas for the new payroll year, the year-end Payroll Solutions update may include late changes to current year tax formulas and processing changes for year-end tax reporting. You should install the January update before processing any tax forms for year-end. You can verify that you have the Year-End Payroll Solutions Update installed by selecting Help from the main menu bar and then About Sage 50 Accounting. On the About Sage 50 Accounting window, check the Installed Tax Service Date. The Installed Tax Service Date is formatted with 4 characters for the year, 2 for the month, and 2 for the day. For year-end reporting, the year should show the upcoming year plus 01 for January and 01 for the day. If it displays an earlier date, such as October of the current year, then you should download the Year-End Payroll Solutions Update before printing any of your year-end tax forms. For instructions on downloading the Year-End Payroll Solutions Update, please view the short lesson titled Installing the Payroll Solutions Update. Once the year-end tax update is installed, you will be ready to generate Form 940. The Federal Form 940 is an annual return which reports the amounts you have paid in federal unemployment or FUTA taxes for the year. You can use the Payroll Tax Form Selector to print Form 940 on a plain sheet of paper. You can also file Form 940 electronically. When is Form 940 due? The filing due date is January 31st each year, unless you deposited all your FUTA tax when due, and then you can file as late as February 10th each year. If any filing due date falls on a weekend or a legal holiday, you can file on the next business day. Let's walk through a demonstration of generating and printing Form 940. From the Employees and Payroll Navigation Center, click the Forms icon, and then select Federal Forms from the drop-down menu. The system will immediately check for recent tax form updates. If updates are found, they will be automatically downloaded from the Internet and installed on the system performing the check. This may take a few minutes. After the Forms update process is complete, the Payroll Tax Form Selector window is displayed. On this window, select Federal as the form type, and then select the current 940 report from the available forms list. Please note that if the current year Form 940 is not listed, it may mean that it has not been finalized by the IRS yet and is currently not available. In this case, check for the form again at a later date. When the current year Form 940 is finalized and approved by the IRS, the Forms update process will download it and add it to the available forms list. In the Select Filing Period section, select the year for which the 940 will be printed, and then click OK. Be patient while the form loads. It may take several seconds to process before opening. The wizard opens with the Company FEIN page, where you will verify your company's Federal Employer Identification Number. It's very important that this number is correct, as it will be printed on all federal forms printed during this process. If this number is incorrect, cancel the wizard and open the Maintain Company Information window. Update the FEIN at the Federal Employer ID field and then invoke the wizard again. Let's click Next. The Multiple Payroll Data Files page is displayed. If you will be filing payroll forms for more than one Sage 50 company that uses the same federal employer identification number, select the first option. This option will combine the multiple payroll files into one batch. Otherwise, select No, I use a single payroll data file for this EIN, and then click Next. On the Company Information page, most of the company information fields will be pre-filled based on the information entered in the Maintain Company Information window. Ensure that this information is correct. The contact should be the authorized agent who is responsible for the payroll information printed on Form 940. When finished, click Next. On the Tax Preparer Type page, there are two filer types you can choose. Select I am filing for my own company or employer if the information printed on the forms will be for your company and will not include any preparer information. Select I am a third-party paid preparer if you are a paid preparer. You will then be presented with an additional wizard page where you will enter information that will be used on the forms for sections required to be filled out by a paid tax preparer. Click Next. On the State and Local Tax Items page, confirm that the state and local tax account numbers are correct and formatted properly. If the tax account number of a specific tax is not formatted properly, it will be highlighted in red. In that case, click the Edit button to make any needed changes. Making corrections here will not update your company information window. Click Next. Now the Form 940 will be compiled from your Sage 50 data. This may take a few minutes. Then the 940 report window displays. Review the information on the Report Steps prompt and click OK. Another message will display, prompting you to complete the required fields marked in red. Click OK. Now review the rest of the information printed on the first page of the 940 report. Fields shaded in blue can be modified if necessary. Fields marked in red must be completed before you can continue. This includes entering the total amount of FUTA deposits you made during the year on line 13 of page 1. If you have a balance due, the program will also generate a 940V payment voucher for you to include with your payment. However, for our example, there is no amount due. After completing the first page of the form, click the Next Page arrow button at the top of the window. On page 2 of the 940 report, the program will automatically enter the total FUTA liabilities calculated for each quarter of the current payroll year. Complete the rest of the open items on page 2 of the 940. When you are finished, click the Next Step button at the top of the window. If any red fields were left blank, you will be prompted to go back and fill them out. Click OK, and you will be taken to the required field that must be completed. In this demonstration, we forgot to enter the company title of the preparer. When all required fields are complete, click the Next Step button again, and you will be prompted to verify the information on the report. Click Double Check to return to the report, or click Agree to continue. A printable version of the report will display. Click the Print button at the top of the window to print a copy of the form for your records. After your copy has been printed, click Next Step. On the Filing Options window, you will either click the Print button to print a certified federal copy of Form 940, or if your payroll tax service subscription includes e-filing, click the e-file button and follow the displayed instructions to electronically file Form 940. Click Print. After printing the 940, a Did you complete processing this report prompt will display. Click Yes, and you will be returned to the Sage 50 desktop. You have successfully completed this Anytime Learning topic. You have learned how to print Form 940 using the Payroll Tax Form Selector. Thank you for taking this Anytime Learning lesson. For information on additional training options, visit us at sageu.com.